Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sunnytime. So today's tutorial is on level 2 of Stop the Virus. What we're going to do first is we're going to open up our game that we already have created. So we're not going to make anything new today, just the game we're already using. And we're going to add a new character just to start off today. We're going to add a new character, and I'm going to add an Earth because my theme is very spacey. But if you don't want to add Earth, you can add whatever you'd like in place of the character. So what we want to do is we actually want to change the size, and I want to put this Earth behind this line. So we're going to go to events. I'm going to say when clicked. Let's see, I want it to go maybe say over here. And I want to say maybe 25%. That's a little too big. Maybe let's try 20. A little too big. 10. Oh, 10 is really nice, so we'll do 10. I'm gonna put it right there. So we'll say when the green flag is clicked, set size 10%. And we want to go to these coordinates. Okay. Now, Earth plays an important role in this game. It is the scorekeeper. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our variables, and we're going to grab 2 of these. So 2 of the points. And then we're also going to grab from operators blank greater than 50 and another blank greater than 50. So what this is going to do is this is going to tell us what the game is going to do when we hit a certain amount of points. So we're going to grab our first points and put it inside. Then the second one, and we need to grab from control a wait until. Okay, we're going to add this to our ongoing code already. Wait until. And we're going to put these together. So wait until points is greater than 50. For now. We're going to say wait until points is greater than, we'll say 9 and 18. And we wanted to do is to let the game know that we're moving on to the next level after the points are greater than this number. So we're going to need this to broadcast a message. So the bottom is going to broadcast game over, and this top one here is going to broadcast a new message. We broadcast this new message. We're going to call this new message level. Okay, we just put L1 complete. Okay. And now we need everything else to react to these new messages. So we're going to go to our Lysol can, and some things are going to change. Not all, but some. Let me move these over to create some more space. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this apart. So we don't need this anymore because now Earth is telling us what to do about points. So we can get rid of this whole block. And because we got rid of the block, we're going to need to use an if-then. That's it, just a simple if-then because nothing else is happening here. So if touching virus, change points by 1 and play the sound. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to tell our Lysol can what to do when it receives game over and when it receives level 1 complete. So we're going to change this location, not the size, but the location of our Lysol can. And we want it to go almost to the middle, maybe like this area of our screen. So let's see, type it in here first. Let's see,-3, and maybe a little bit up. That looks pretty good. So we'll say, we'll replace this. Go to X, -3, and Y 8, okay? And we also wanted to change size. So just like in the first level where we had it get bigger and say you win, we're gonna have it get bigger here. We'll go about 50%. And we also wanted to say level 1 complete. The next thing we wanted to do is wanted to wait for about 2 seconds. So we're going to control, we're going to wait. Let me say wait 2 seconds, just 2 seconds. And then we want it to go back to its original spot. So we're just going to move this down. Excuse me. Right click to duplicate. Let me put this back together. So once we have these two, we're going to change the order because it's going to wait 2 seconds, and then I want it to go there and then change the size. Okay, so now we have what happens when we start, when level 1's complete. Let's put this over here. Level 1's complete, and now when the game is over. Now when the game is over, we're going to separate this and just duplicate this again because we're going to use pretty much the same stuff. So we're going to get rid of this because we don't need it to wait. We don't need it to go back, nor do we need it to change the size. So we're going to put that bye-bye. We're going to have it go here, and we're going to change the message. The message is going to say, you win. Or whatever you decide that you want your winners to know when they win the game. And then we're going to change it to 5 seconds. Now, the next thing that we're going to work with is our virus. So our virus is going to go here. Hello, Mr. Virus. Now, we want our virus to duplicate itself or to clone itself in a sense. And so what we need to do is we need to tell it what to do when it receives level 1 complete. So when it receives level 1 complete, we're just going to use this. We want it to hide because we don't want it to show up right away. And then we want it to wait one or let's do 5. Let's make it wait 5. Let's do, yeah. We'll say hide and wait for 5 seconds. And then I want it to go around this area on the screen. So maybe let's try 193. 29 for Y. I like this spot, almost across from the can. I think that's a nice little spot. And then we'll go to motion and we'll say go to these coordinates. We'll have it set its size so that when it pops up, it's the right size that we want it to be. So set size, let's say 40%. All right, so now it'll stay this size and in this location after waiting about 5 seconds. And what we'll want it to do next is we want to see it. So we want it to show on our screen. So grab a show block. And also, here's the fun part, we're going to create the clone. So you want to scroll down and control and select create clone of and myself. Now there are other options, but we don't want it to clone anything else but itself. So clone myself. Now, how do we control what the clone does? Is we need to tell it what to do when it starts. So we're going to say, when I start as a clone, I'm going to need 2 of these. When I start as a clone, we're simply just going to copy, to duplicate, to these because we want to do the same thing. We want it to bounce. We want them to change colors and change size. And for this one, you're going to drag this down. Now for this one, you don't need the show box. So we'll leave that up there. We'll just grab here. You don't need the show box because instead of having it just show right away, we want it to wait about maybe 1 or 2 seconds, not too long. We'll have it wait. I'm going to set mine for 1 second, but you can definitely do yours for 2 or even more just to play around with it. Okay. So now it knows what to do when it's finished with level 1, what to do as a clone, and now we need to know what to do when the game is over. So when the game is over, we want our virus to hide. We want it to disappear from the screen. And we also want to delete the clone. Because if we don't delete the clone, it'll still bounce around. So we'll delete this clone. Now, the last thing we have is our background. So we want it to change. I like when my background changes. If you don't, you can definitely skip this and then you're all ready to play. But I definitely prefer mine to change. So I'm going to go over here to my background and I'm going to just click this guy right here. And remember, I am all space themed. So I want to use, I think I'm going to use Space City. And I'm going to grab one more. I think I'm going to use, I think this one looks pretty cool. We'll grab Galaxy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our backdrops. So now you can see each of, what you're using. I'm just going to order them just because I know which order I want to go in. We're going to go back to our coding folder and we're going to tell this that when it receives game over and when it receives level 1 complete, it's going to change the background. So we wanted to switch backdrop to, I want Space City to come on when the game is over. And then I think I want it to just be the Galaxy when level 1 is complete. So in order to get it to start at the stars, now that we have all these different backgrounds changing, we have to go to Earth. And we're going to tell Earth to switch the costume or the backdrop of our background to the stars. All right, so now let's give it a go. Okay, so this looks pretty good. And we have got some movement over here with our Lysol can. So we know that the game will be over once you hit past 18 points. You guys are more than welcome to keep adding on levels. If you have questions, remember to just leave them below in the comments and I'll take a look at those and answer as many as I can. I'm excited to see you again on Sunnytime. Check us out. Stay tuned on our YouTube channel and I'll see you guys later. Peace.